Well, it's playoff time once again. Hello, everyone. I'm Jeremy Carr, along here with Toby Coker for Warrior Basketball. And you ready, Toby?
I am, yeah. It should be a good game here between the Sanford Warriors and St. George's Tech Hawks, as this is the first game for Sanford, and I believe this is the second playoff game for St. George's.
It is. They won a play-in game 2 days ago. So Sanford coming into this game, the number 1 seed in the tournament. They will face the number 32 seed St. George Hawks, who finished the regular season with a 4-7 record compared to Sanford's 11-2 record. And these teams are unfamiliar with each other. They haven't faced yet, but the winner of this game will face the winner of number 17 Delcastle Technical versus number 16 Archmere, also going on today. What are you expecting from the teams, Toby?
So from Sanford, I would expect them to try to get Nana the ball because he's their best player, and most teams don't have anyone his size and his ability to guard him. And then if I'm St. George's, what I would try to do is I would basically try to force someone else to beat them and not let Nana beat them, which is much harder than it sounds.
When she starts to read their rosters and do the national anthem,
you can see the,
never mind.
you can see the Sanford players wearing 4 Nas on their warm-up shirts. That's very cool to see after Nasir Khan was lost to an injury.
Yeah, it's good team bonding there.
You're going to go.
Now, please. Get it on the scoreboard.
All right, and with that, it's time for some basketball.
Yeah.
Now, Sanford hasn't faced St. George's yet, so we're kind of unfamiliar with how they are as a team. So all we can really do is to say what can we expect from Sanford.
Yeah, I mean, for Sanford, it seems when they get none of the ball, on offense that seems to work, and then on defense when they get out and run, that leads to easy offense, that seems to work. They seem to struggle a little bit more when they try to slow it down because, I don't know, they just play better when they're moving faster and going in transition.
I talked to Coach Waterman a couple of days before the game. He said he gave his guys a couple of days of rest after their last regular season game. They were a little banged up, so hopefully that helps them here today.
Yeah, they have been a little banged up throughout the whole year. Maybe this rest will get them back to full strength.
Sanford starters on the floor: Dan Polk, Amin Johnson, Brandon Dwyer, Nana Njoku, and Carter Ruby. Starters for the St. George Hawks: Lamar Wright, Aaron Rambert, Tyson Shaw, Michael Brakely, and Jonathan Hardy. But an early turnover here on their first possession for St. George's. Quickly into Polk. Now over to Ruby up top. Inside Nana. I don't know if that was a pass or a shot.
I believe it was a pass, but it just shows how tall Nana is. When a pass looks like it could be a shot.
Rambert on the wing, guarded by Polk. Good defense. Now over to Brakely. And to Lamar Wright with it now. Guarded by Johnson up top. He'll drive down the lane and get the layup to go. And St. George's draws first blood. Polk taking it up. Johnson guarded well by Wright. Over to Ruby on the wing. Inside to Nana again. Takes a dribble, gets up, and gets the easy layup. The bread and butter of Sanford's offense.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of impossible to defend for St. George's. They did everything right. They didn't even let Sanford's point guard get the ball, but still, they just threw it into Nana, and it was kind of too easy.
Now, the playoffs this year, it was an open tournament, but for anyone that wanted to join, and they had play-in games, which is how St. George's got here. They won a play-in game. And now, they face Sanford, who makes a good defensive stop there, as we're just over a minute and a half gone in the game. Sanford boys ranked number 1 in the state. Polk to Ruby. Inside to Nana again. He turns around and puts the layup up, doesn't get the roll. So Sanford's lead will stay at 2. Wright going fast down the lane. Passes to Hardy. He had it blocked. They call the foul. So Hardy will head to the line for our first free throws of the game. First one connects for Hardy. And he gets the friendly bounce, 2 for 2 from the line. Bless you. Polk. Over to Ruby. Inside Nana again. He gets the layup this time. Sanford now is back down 2. Wright, the lone senior on the St. George's team. Now with it, Shaw defended well. Now fight for the ball. Hardy comes up with it, bounces, and coming up with it is Brakely, although good attempt by Ruby to get it back. So Wright will reset with it. And he will put up a 3. Perfect. So a good start from Wright and a good start for St. George's. And Wright takes a hard check, screen from Ruby. And now Polk will put up a corner three, and that one doesn't connect, but a rebound for Sanford doesn't go. Another rebound, and they call a push.
Yeah, number 2, Lamar Wright, got hit pretty hard on his screen there, but it looked just like a legal screen, just, you know, a basketball play there, but he got hit pretty good.
So Sanford down early. Wright guarded by Johnson. Now he gets around Nana and he'll put up another three. This one doesn't go, and a little fight for the rebound. Hardy comes up with it and gets it over to Rambert. Now back to Wright. Guarded by Polk up top. Wright almost fell down but kept his balance, stayed up. 4 minutes halfway through the first quarter. Wright over to Shaw. He goes baseline. Puts the shot up, doesn't go. Ruby the rebound. Now up to Polk. Now to Johnson. Bounce pass to Ruby down the lane. And he'll kick back to Dwyer on the wing. And on the other side to Johnson. He's open on the wing, but he'll go back to Ruby in the paint. And a nice move by Carter Ruby to duck under the defender and get the easy layup.
That was a nice move there by Ruby to get the easy layup.
Wright with it again. Looking for somewhere to go with it. And he'll go over down low. Shaw with it, guarded by Ruby. Back to Wright. And he'll go down the lane and pass. Nice pass to Hardy, who gets the layup. Now to Ruby, up top, inside, Nana. He gets the layup and gets it back to a one-score game. So good start from Nana here. 11-8 is our score now. Shaw with it. Guarded by Ruby. And he'll go and kick back to Wright up top. Wright trying to work around Johnson. Good defense. And foul is called on Njoku.
So St. George's should try to do that a lot. Try to get Nana guarding a big man far away from the basket, because Nana's going to have to foul every time, because for as good as he is, it's hard for him to guard a point guard.
Jamal Ben Yusuf coming into the game for St. George's, as well as Randy Cooper McCloro. Right to Brakely on the wing, guarded by Dwyer. Back to Wright, guarded by Kona, who has subbed into the game. Right, and almost loses it, but coming up with it has been Yusuf, and now over to Shaw, guarded by Ruby. And he will take a drive in the paint and put the layup and get the friendly bounce. St. George's has had the ball a majority of this first quarter.
Yeah, St. George's, they've had the ball and they've made a ton of shots. It's very hard to stop Nana. He's getting fouled so hard there. So the refs didn't call it at first when it was a foul, and then they did call it when it probably should have been called a jump ball there. Both teams have a point there.
So Nana will head to the line now. 1:21 to go in the first. Sanford down 13-8. First attempt for Nana goes. And the second attempt gets another friendly bounce, and Ebuka Wobodo coming into the game for Nana. (13 to 10). Wright taking it up, guarded by Kona. He'll go to the wing. And over up top to Cooper Makuro, guarded by Polk. Passes back to Shaw up top. Under a minute to go in the first. Shaw drives down the lane, passes to Ben Yusuf, who has it blocked by Njoku, but gets his own rebound. Now they pass over, and the three is long for Hurry, and will stay with St. George's. Excuse me, that was Cooper Makuro that shot the three. So it will be St. George's ball. Into Wright. And he'll put up a long three. Wow, what a shot. Kona to Ruby. Down to 30 seconds, Sanford down 6. Sanford looking to hold for the last shot. Kona on the wing. Now to Dwyer up top. He puts up a three. Yes! Perfect for Dwyer. Down 3. Wright will get one shot at it. He puts it up. Doesn't go. Very close, but it doesn't connect. And Sanford escapes the first quarter down 3.
So both teams played well. St. George's just, their possessions took, it seemed like each possession was a minute and a half. They were just milking the clock, which is probably the smart thing for them to do because they don't want to get going back and forth against Sanford. But, you know, Sanford played well. A lot of their offense was just giving it to Nana, which it normally is. But I think running that play to get Brandon that three at the end of the quarter was big for them so that they can, because I think Nana had scored all their points up until then.
And Carter had a couple.
Carter had a layup.
Good start to a game, though. This is a playoff type game.
For sure, you can see both benches are into it. The small crowd, I don't know if it's technically a crowd, there's maybe 6 people in the whole gym here.
That aren't on the benches.
They're into it. So, yeah, it's definitely a playoff atmosphere. You can see number 2 for St. George's, Lamar Wright, seems to be their best player. So, yeah, Sanford's going to need to try to find a way to stop him because he seems pretty good. As Sanford starts the second quarter with the ball, they have all of their starters back in except for Mo Kana is in for Dayon Pope, and Ebuka Wobodo is in for Carter Rubio. As Kana takes it up.
So let's see what Sanford can do here with the first possession. Johnson, the screen will drive, put up the layup, and it will be an offensive foul, so it won't count.
Yeah, that was a wraparound call on Amin Johnson. But what Sanford's doing on offense now is they're having Mo and Amin in the game, and they're both point guards. Because in the first quarter, St. George's would take away the point guard for Sanford. So now Sanford just said you can't take away 2 of our point guards.
Wright will drive down the lane, get some space, gets the shot up, doesn't go, Nana the rebound. Up to Kona, Sanford's got space, Johnson on the breakaway, Kona there too. His layup goes, Sanford cuts the lead to 1. Good start for Sanford. Cooper Makura over to Shaw. And he'll shoot across back to Cooper Makura on the wing, guarded by Kona. Now over inside to Cooper Makura, shot doesn't go, he gets his own rebound, that one doesn't go, Nana secures the rebound. Up to Johnson, going quickly up to Wobodo, and he gets it knocked out, but it will stay with Sanford.
Sanford's played much more fluid in the second quarter. They've gotten the ball moving, and I think the key to that is they have, the point guard has the ball. They got 2 point guards out there, so they always have a point guard handling the ball. In the first quarter, that was not always the case.
Johnson with it up top.
Nana gets fouled on pretty much every play, but it's the refs don't call it because it doesn't look like it because he's still so much bigger than everybody.
3 from Kona puts Sanford in front. So a great start to the second quarter for Sanford as they have secured the lead. Right over to Rambert, guarded by Kona on the wing. He'll almost drive, but then he'll back out and give to Shaw. Goes to the other side, guarded by Wobodeau. Back to right up top. He'll give over to Rambert. Thought about a 3, didn't take it. And now he'll drive and call for the over and back. So Sanford will get possession. Johnson working with it up top. Guarded tightly by Wright. Now over to Kona. Corner 3. He'll put it up. Yes, it connects again. Sanford extends their lead to 5. 2 threes from Mo Kona on consecutive possessions. Gets a timeout from St. George's head coach Rod Griffin.
That's big for Mo because they were just not guarding it. They just knocked it down. If Mo can start scoring, that's another offensive weapon for Sanford and another person that St. George's has to worry about stopping. As I believe St. George's takes a timeout there to try to stop the Sanford momentum. And for all the momentum that Sanford has right now, St. George's is only down 5, so they're still right in this game. They just have to get a stop on defense and score. And it starts like that, and then you go.
So Sanford with 3 threes, 9 of their 21 points coming from 3. Usually, like 15 of their 21 come from Nana. So
no, yeah, it's good that the scoring's much more distributed because, you know, as easy as it seems to be to just give it to Nana, eventually in the tournament, they're going to have to win a game where Nana doesn't score 35 points. They're going to have to find scoring from other places. And right now, I believe Mo has 8 points.
Rambert guarded by Kona. Bounces to Wright. He's going down the baseline and is blocked by Nana. Nice defensive play. Johnson taking it up. He'll drive right down the lane, but then kick. And it will go out of bounds. A little miscommunication there.
So on that last offensive possession for St. George's, you saw Nana alter the shot. He didn't block it, but he made the ball right throw it up faster than he wanted to because he knew Nana was there to block it.
Now right with it, the Sanford bench getting loud. Over to Shaw, guarded by Wobodeau. He'll drive to the paint, put the shot up, doesn't go, but he'll get the foul called, and he'll head to the line for 2.
I believe they got a reach on Nana there. That's his second foul. I wonder if Sanford's going to think about putting him on the bench for a little bit now.
And Coach Waterman very upset with that.
He's upset that, I believe he's upset that the foul is on Nana. He's not upset that there's a foul called because there was, like it was pretty obviously a foul, but he's not upset. He's just upset that it was on Nana. And now they have to put him on the bench for a little bit.
So both free throws go for Tyson Shaw. Back down to a 3-point lead for Sanford. And a little bit of full court press.
A little token pressure here.
And Ruby almost had it knocked away, but secured it. It's down to 4:30 in the half. Johnson with it on the wing, looking for somewhere to go. Bounces to Ebica on the low post. Back to Johnson. And to Ruby. And he will put up a little floater that goes. Nice play by Ruby. Taking it up, Cooper McClure. He'll drive, he'll put up a floater to answer Ruby's, and that one connects.
And you can see the interior for St. George's scoring. Ebuka is tall, but it's a lot easier to go inside when you know Nana's, and that's...
And an aggressive screen by Ruby is called for the foul.
That's not a foul. Nana's just bigger than Carter's just bigger than the point guard. Carter didn't move. The point guard just ran into him. So it looks like a foul. I mean, it's a smart play by St. George's. Like, I'm not good for them, but it's not a foul.
Right, with it on the wing. And now a foul is called on Hardy, so Sanford will get it back.
They called that a moving screen?
I believe it was.
They seem to call a lot of moving screens that aren't necessarily moving.
Johnson with it. Inside to Wobodeau. He puts up the layup. Yes! Good pass there from Johnson. And he and Wright seem to be exchanging some words.
Yeah, you love that. You love when two teams are talking to each other.
Wright with it. And he'll put up a three, and that got blocked, I believe. Up to Wobodeau. Sanford has numbers, and he gets under and gets the layup. What a play! Ebuka got down fast and made the play to get the easy two.
Yeah, all of a sudden Sanford's up 7. St. George's needs to score on this possession, or else Sanford might start to blow them out.
Well, that's a way to answer with a perfect three.
Yeah, usually that's not a shot that a coach likes. It's like one of those, oh, no, and then at the end the coach is screaming how great of a shot it was.
Cooper McCurrow cuts the lead back to 4 for Sanford. Johnson with it on the wing. And he'll drive and kick to Kona. Dishes to Dwyer in the corner. To Wobodeau down low. And he'll give back to Johnson up top. We approach the 2-minute mark in the half. Johnson.
Sanford had a mismatch that has St. George's point guard was guarding Carter Ruby, but they didn't take advantage of it. Another one
from Kona hits the backboard, doesn't connect, but Ruby gets the rebound. So back to Johnson. We're under 2 minutes. And a timeout called by Coach Waterman, as there seemed to be some confusion on offense for Sanford.
They did. I believe they didn't know what play they were going to run. And so that's confusing when half the team is running one play and the other half is running another play. That rarely actually works out. But you see, take a timeout. We got about 2 minutes left in the half here. Sanford's up 4. Sanford needs to, their offense works much better when they're moving the ball around and it's flowing. When it's stagnant and there's one guy dribbling, it's really hard to score. It's the same thing as you've seen with St. George's. For as good as number 2, Wright, is, he dribbles the ball a lot and doesn't move with it. When he moves with it and passes the ball around, they get a lot easier shots.
So Sanford playing very well in the second quarter. They've been able to get back to their accustomed position in the lead, sure. But it's still a very close game with a lot of time left. And I don't know, it's been fun to watch. This has been a good game.
It has been. It's been a lot of times with these Sanford games, they kind of blow the other team out of the water. But this is good that St. George's, they're playing well. They're right in this game. Only down 4 with 2 minutes to go in the second quarter.
In the Delaware High School basketball tournament, the only basketball tournament larger than March Madness, the Delaware High School basketball tournament.
Yeah, it's March Madness, and then right underneath it is
I think right on top of it is.
I mean, I would maybe.
Especially if you're a Sanford fan.
Definitely if you're a Sanford fan.
Sanford gets the call. So, foul on the floor.
I believe that is Lamar Wright's first foul, but We've seen how critical he is to the St. George's offense. He cannot foul out of this game.
Johnson guarded by Wright inside the Woburdo low post. Bounces to Ruby, it got by him. And it will be a turnover and St. George's ball.
As both Stan and Fran on the Sanford bench are not pleased because it looked like Ibuka could have just turned around and shot a layup really quickly, but he didn't do that and ended up turning it over.
Rambert guarded by
That's
Kerr.
an offensive foul.
And offensive foul, Sanford ball. Rambert will go to the bench to get some rest. And Brakely will return to the game. Johnson with it, up top. And he'll drive and kick back to Ruby. Foul line, he won't take the shot there, and he'll drive and won't get that shot to connect. Down to 110, Wright with it. Inside to Brakely, and hard.
Yeah, that's offensive there.
Nice play by Kona to draw the charge there. He went down hard, as I started to say.
That was good defense, though, by Mo.
Kona to Woburdo. Guarded by Cooper McCurrow. Over to Kona and now to Johnson. 40 seconds to go in the half. Sanford up 27-23.
Sanford seems to be holding for the last shot here. They're probably going to run a play, or try to run a play for Brandon here. That's what they like to do at these end-of-half scenarios.
Down to 17 seconds. We'll see when Sanford gets started. Probably under the 10-second mark. And right at the 10-second mark. Johnson to Dwyer up top. Down to 5 seconds. Inside Ruby. Foul line jumper. Short. Kona saves it from going out of bounds, and that will be the end of the first half. Sanford with a slim 27-23 lead. And Sanford will go into halftime with a 4-point lead in their first playoff game, and we'll be back in a few minutes for the second half.
Hi, I'm Brianna McCoy. I am English Department Chair and a teacher of Senior English here at Sanford. I am here today to talk to you about two great opportunities for summer school classes that will help students prepare for college. The first of those is the test prep classes that we offer. We offer an SAT class and an ACT class. We cover both test-taking strategies, tips that can help students find their way through the passages and make their way through the problems in an effective manner. And we cover the basics for the verbal section, the math section, and in the case of the ACT, the science section. The second class I'm talking to you about today is a special debut this year. It is our college essay workshop. I'm really excited about it. It's a great opportunity for our students to get in the mindset of what they're going to write about for their college essay. So one of the things that we'll cover in the class is writing skills specifically. So we'll talk about using really good vivid language and having a really good grammar foundation and just making sure that the writing itself is as strong as it can be. And we'll do that through practicing and skills drills and also reading good examples of good writing. The second thing we'll talk about is what to even write about in the college essay. I know this is often a concern for students. So we'll go through kind of a brainstorming process and talk about what makes a good college essay. And of course, they'll get lots of good one-on-one time with their teacher, which in this case happens to be me. So I hope you'll consider these awesome college preparation summer school classes and that I see you this summer. Thanks, bye.
I'm excited to announce that Sanford will be participating in Do More 24, Delaware's Day of Giving, from 6 p.m. on Thursday, March 4th to 6 p.m. Friday, March 5th. As you may recall, this past fall, in honor of our 90th anniversary, we challenged our current families to achieve 90% participation in Sanford's annual fund this year. These dollars support our teachers, coaches, students, really all parts of the Sanford experience. By supporting Sanford during Do More 24, your gift could go even farther for our community. Thanks to generous local sponsors and foundations, organizations that raise the most money in this 24-hour period are eligible for additional funds. Your dollars can help us access these funds and make an even bigger impact for our Sanford students. So mark your calendars for Thursday, March 4th at 6 p.m. Help Sanford reach our goal of 90 donors raising $50,000 in 24 hours. Together, we can do it.
action is going down here. But generally speaking, get as much of the total as you can. Thank you. Hey, you're on hero.
All right, welcome back to Sanford basketball versus St. George's in the second round of the state tournament. Sanford's first game, they had to bye the first round during the play-in games. And a close game during that first half. Sanford with only a 4-point lead over St. George's. Toby, what are you thinking?
I think that St. George's did a good job of kind of containing Nana. I believe he had 8 points and 2 of them were on free throws. And Sanford, they did a good job. When Nana didn't have open shots, he would kick it out to his teammates who were open. And that's, if Nana starts doing that, Sanford becomes almost impossible to beat.
It should be interesting to see. St. George's only won 4 games during the year before a 5th win, as we said, in the play-in games. And they are hanging with Sanford, so maybe Sanford was a bit surprised, do you think?
Maybe, but I mean, St. George's definitely played well in the first half. But I think eventually Sanford's size is just going to overwhelm St. George's. St. George's got some good guards. They just don't have a ton of big men that can really play with Sanford.
Well, it should be a fun second half, too. So who are you picking to win March Madness, Toby?
March Madness. Oh, probably Gonzaga or Michigan. If I had to choose today, it'd be one of those 2 teams.
You don't have faith in Coach K to get it done like he does every other year?
They're not going to make the tournament.
Huh?
They're probably not even going to make the tournament. They'd need a ton of miracles.
So, all right, we'll say Gonzaga then.
Gonzaga, yeah, that's my pick.
You got your perfect bracket filled out yet?
I do not. I'm going to wait for NCAA to release the bracket so that I could have them, so that I know exactly who's in before I.
You're not going to predict before the brackets come out?
I'm not going to do that. I'm not good enough to do that.
Predict who will be in the tournament?
Yeah, I mean, I can predict some teams, but not all of them.
So, St. George's with first possession. Wright working with it. Guarded by Johnson. He'll drive down the lane and a nice move, and he gets the shot up, air ball. Polk secures it and gets it in, but he was pushed out of bounds, so it'll stay Sanford ball.
Yeah, okay, come on. Yep.
Polk taking it up to Johnson. And a good screen from Nana. He puts up a jump shot, doesn't go. He's able to get his own rebound up the friendly bounce, and he'll go baseline and kick to Polk, who loses it. And now up quickly to Shaw, who is able to run it down and keep it in bounds. And a jumper goes for Cooper McCluro. And the lead for Sanford is down to 2.
That was a nice play there by St. George's to save the ball from going out of bounds and give it right to his teammate.
Polk to Ruby up top. Kicks to Johnson in the corner. Now back to Ruby. Inside Nana. Like triple teamed and the shot doesn't connect.
Foul.
And it goes out of bounds.
I will never know. He got hit on both of his arms, maybe multiple times, but he definitely got hit once on both of his arms.
So St. George's with a chance to reclaim the lead. As we're a minute 20 into the second half. Right. Jumper, perfect, and the game is tied. And tried to sneak up on Johnson, wasn't able to get there in time, but he's still playing tight defense on him. Over to Ruby. Sanford yet to score this half. Into Nana. And he'll pass Polk in the corner. Doesn't take the 3, will go baseline. Now back up top to Johnson. And inside, Ruby takes the dribble, and he loses the ball.
St. George's has come out in the second half and played with a little bit more energy on the defensive end. They've gotten some turnovers.
Shaw and Wright exchanging The ball now up to Cooper McCurrow, and he nails the three, and Sanford is down 3 once again on a perfect shot by McCurrow from the wing. Inside, Nana passes to Polk in the corner. He doesn't take the three. He'll go into the paint, put up the shot, and get the friendly roll for Sanford's first points of the second half.
That was a needed basket there for Sanford to kind of stop the bleeding there.
Cooper McCurrow over to right, and he loses it. Sanford ball. Looks like he kind of dribbled it out of bounds there a little bit.
Yeah, so turnovers are always bad. But if you're going to play against Sanford, the turnovers where they're not live ball, where Sanford doesn't get an easy fast break, those you can live with. Yeah.
And Johnson unable to get the layup to go. Nana got the rebound but was fouled. But it was on the floor, so no free throws coming for Sanford.
Yeah, that's a smart play there to foul him before he got his shot up.
Into Ruby, to Johnson, to Polk on the wing, open for three. Little short, tipped up in the air. Sanford not able to get the rebound. Cooper McCullough coming up with it. Down to 5 minutes to go in the third. He'll put up another three, and this one's long. Polk there for the rebound.
That's not a shot that the coaches love. A contested three from far away.
And Polk has it taken away by Shaw up to Cooper McCurrow. On the fast break, he dishes to right. He gets the layup off the glass. Polk over to Johnson. Now to Nana down low. Guarded, heavily guarded. He'll take a dribble and get through for the layup. Nice play.
Why are we not calling fouls when Nana gets smacked in the mouth? He gets smacked all the time.
And Cooper McCullough loses it, but it goes right to Shaw, and he loses it. And now fight for the ball. Ruby in Shaw, and it will be Sanford ball. Sanford could really use some points right here to get back in front.
Yeah. They've played better defensively these last two possessions. That's a good shot.
And Ruby's jump shot doesn't go. Johnson gets the rebound, and he will get the layup. That one doesn't connect. And he and Wright going at it, and a last touch by Wright out of bounds, and it will stay with Sanford. So a close call there.
Yeah, that could have gone either way. That could have been a foul on either one of the players. I'm glad they didn't call that foul, though, because they were both just going for the ball. But I've seen less called as a foul.
Kona and Wobodeau coming in for Polk and Ruby. Halfway through the third quarter. Kona on the wing. Hit a couple of big threes in the first half. Now inside to Nana down low. And back to Dwyer, and we'll have a whistle. And foul on the floor on St. George's.
If that was on number 2, Lamar Wright, I think that's his third.
Now into Johnson in the corner. And he'll try a rare three, and perfect!
I don't know. I know on the scouting report he's not the shooter, but you should still guard him a little bit. They just didn't even guard him.
Corner three, nothing but net for Amin Johnson. Puts Sanford back up 2. Over to Shaw, guarded by Dwyer. And timeout by St. George's. Sanford able to regain the lead here after that last three from Amin Johnson.
Yeah, St. George's on offense, they just got to move the ball more. That's their issue, is they're too stagnant. They got to, they move it more, they get good shots. And then for Sanford, they're getting good shots, and they're also getting offensive rebounds, so they're getting multiple opportunities to make these shots.
Sanford with this postseason looking to claim their 10th basketball state championship, their 8th under head coach Stan Waterman. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We're still in the first round.
Game's still not over either.
Well, both of those things, but I'm just saying what lies at the end of the road.
Yeah.
Potentially, hopefully.
Hopefully.
into right. Down to 3:10 to go in the third. Over to Cooper McCurrow. To right, down to 3 minutes. Shaw will drive and not get the shot up.
Foul.
And getting in space and getting the basket to go is Michael Brakely. So game is tied. Kona over to Dwyer in the corner. The shooter puts up the three. Little strong. Right, taking it up. Over to Cooper McCurrow. And now bounce pass to right down the lane. He's got space and he dishes to Hardy. Nice passing to get St. George's back in front.
That was a very nice little play there by St. George's.
(36-34) now. Johnson over to Kona on the wing. To Nana. Back to Johnson up top. And he'll drive and pass to Wobodeau. His layup strong. Johnson there for the rebound. And the hold is called. I believe that's on right again. Sanford will get it underneath. Dwyer looking for somewhere to go. Gets it into Nana. Now Johnson with it. Over to Kona. And pass intended for Nana, contested well and taken away. So St. George's with possession and a 2-point lead with 9 minutes, 22 seconds to go in the game. Tyson Shaw with it. He'll drive and he'll put a shot up that doesn't connect. Johnson going quickly the other way. Over to Ebuka, and now inside to Nana again. He puts the layup up, and it's tied again.
I don't really know how you can't let Nana get that good position, because once he gets the ball, it's over. You got to get in front of him. You can't let him get the ball.
Down under a minute. Game still tied. 36 all with 50 seconds to go in the third. Right, guarded by Johnson. He'll drive and pass. Shaw gets the shot up, and
so
count it. Plus, I believe.
It looked kind of like a foul. It looked kind of like a travel. It looked kind of like a foul. Kind of like the foul could have been on the floor, but I guess they gave him the continuation.
Oh, Shaw now to a little confusion on the floor here.
When the refs keep talking, nothing good has ever come out of the refs talking. It's like,
and doesn't get the free throw, Shaw. So Sanford escapes with a 2-point deficit rather than 3. Inside to Nana again. And he is fouled again on the floor. And Sanford will get it down low with just over 30 seconds remaining in the third. Hardy returning to the game for Michael Brakely. In quickly to Wobodeau to Johnson on the wing. Now to Dwyer in the corner. Puts up a 3. That one doesn't connect. And Sanford gets the friendly bounce. Dwyer he will put up another one now. Yes! Perfect for Dwyer. Sanford's back in front by 1. Down to 10 seconds. Rambert, 7, 6. Over to Cooper. 3 seconds. He puts the shot up way short and looked like Nana got a piece of it. And that'll do it. in the third quarter on a great shot by Brandon Dwyer. Sanford will end the three-quarter mark with a 1-point lead.
Yeah, they played much better towards the end of that quarters there. On offense, were able to move the ball, and on defense, they just defended better. That's pretty much it. But yeah, huge shot there by Brandon at the end to give them a lead. After he missed the first one, then it looked like St. George's might have a chance to expand their lead. But Sanford got the offensive rebound and gave it back to Brandon for another three.
8 minutes, 1 quarter remaining. One of these teams will advance to the next round. One of them will be done for the year.
Yeah, I mean,
So, be an understatement to say the stakes are high.
it would be a slight understatement. And you know, for Sanford, they're going to try to get Nana the ball, try to have him take over the game. And you know, for St. George, they're going to have to try to have Lamar Wright take over the game. So the key to the fourth quarter is who else can step up on either side? Who else can help lead their team?
And you see the bracket here. The winner of this game will take on number 17, Delcastle Technical, versus number 16, Archmere. And the winner of that game take on the winners of another game. I don't know how to word that correctly, but you know, first round of the tournament, 32 teams.
Yeah.
Still a lot of basketball left to be played, but let's just focus on the 1 and the 32 right now.
Yeah, for sure.
St. George's with first possession. Right. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Now gets it over to Rambert. Guarded by Kona. Rambert.
That's going to be foul.
Right. And I believe a blocking foul is called. Sanford will get possession here.
That's got to be the second or third time that's happened today for St. George. You rarely ever see that. 5-second violation.
Ruby with inside. Nana guarded well. He gets the shot up and draws the foul. And Nana will head to the line to try to extend Sanford's lead to a little greater margin, hopefully, than just one.
Yeah. But this is important. 2-3 minutes here for St. George's because Sanford could very easily put this game out of reach.
First free throw perfect for Nana. Sanford up 2.
But also there's been about 3 or 4 moments in the game where it looked like Sanford was about to run away and St. George's, got to stop and made a 3 and they're right back in it.
Nana goes 1 for 2 from the line. Kona secures the rebound, so Sanford gets the extra possession. Ruby with it on the wing to Johnson in the corner. Back to Ruby. They swing it to Kona. And Ruby will go inside to Nana again. He turns around, puts the shot up, count it, plus the foul. What a play by Nana.
Yeah, you might want to not let him get the ball.
Attempt for Nana doesn't go, and Kona fighting. Sanford gets another possession. Kona, corner, doesn't try it, gives to Nana inside. He'll take a dribble, put a shot up again. That one's short, and St. George is finally able to get possession back.
Yeah, if Nana would have made that, that could have been game there for St. George's. They're still in it. They're only down 4. It just seems like all the energy's on Sanford's side right now.
Right, foul line jumper, perfect. 42-40. Kona to Ruby. He'll drive. Gets the shot up, doesn't go. Nana right there for the rebound. That doesn't go. He gets his own rebound, puts it up again, doesn't go, and draws the foul. And St. George's bench is furious with that call.
Yeah, that did not That did not actually look like a foul. For as many fouls on Nana that they don't call, that looked like one that they probably should not have called. But if you're St. George's, you got to box out. You gave up like 2-3 offensive rebounds on missed free throws. That
Two
can't
extra
really happen.
possessions.
2 extra possessions. That can't happen.
Nana's first free throw short. And second free throw does connect, so he goes 1 for 2 from the line, and Coach Waterman calls a timeout. 6:27 left in this playoff game. Sanford with a slim 43-40 lead.
Yeah, I mean, Sanford's just got to keep getting the ball to Nana, and if you're St. George's, you just got to get in front of Nana. Don't let him get the ball, because I mean he's killing St. George's right now. He's had how many points this quarter? Like maybe 7 or 8, and we're a minute and a half into the quarter. Like he's had a ton. So yeah, St. George's, that's kind of the guy you got to guard. It's easier said than done, obviously, or else everyone would do it.
So St. George's outscoring Sanford by 1 point during that third quarter and carrying over a little bit into the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
But still 6:30 to go in the game.
for sure. I mean, whenever St. George's has needed a bucket, they've gone to Lamar Wright, and he's delivered most of the time. There's that the last possession St. George's had. Sanford was on a little run, and Wright came up and made a pull-up jumper. Wonder if they're going to try to go to him again this time, try to slow down the Sanford run.
So on the floor for Sanford, Johnson, Kona, Ruby, Dwyer, Nana. Taking it up is Cooper Makuro. Guarded by Johnson, bounces to Hardy. Back to Cooper Makuro, and now over to Lamar Wright. Six minutes. Wright loses it, and Conan right now fighting for it. Jump ball.
Are we calling fouls for going on the floor or jump ball? No. We're not calling
foul on
fouls on
St.
going for the
George's.
ball now. I mean, obviously I want Sanford to win, but I don't know how you can not call anything for 3 quarters, and then when the fourth quarter comes, call fouls for diving on the floor for a ball.
Kono will be on the line to try one, maybe a second one if he makes it.
Yeah.
Kono's attempt goes, so he'll get a second free throw. Sanford back up 2 scores by 4. Second attempt, doesn't get the roll. Nana gets the rebound and draws the foul, I believe. Yes. Now Nana will head to the line.
Like, you can't give up offensive rebounds on missed free throws if you're St. George's.
In the second half, St. George's has been called for 10 fouls. Sanford just 1.
And, I mean, that's a product of Sanford having Nana, and basically whenever Nana catches it, they're fouling him. But also, 10-1, that seems a little bit imbalanced.
So Sanford in the bonus for the remainder of the game.
Yeah, that's going to be big because there's a chance that this game, at the end of it, comes down to just Sanford making free throws if St. George's has to foul.
There's still 6 minutes to go in the game.
Still
so
6 minutes, and it's only 4 points, but still.
Nana struggling from the line in this game, continues there as that one's short.
Well, I mean, got to box out here for St. George's.
Nana will try it again here, and that one goes. Sanford up 45-40. Right, taking it up. This game far from over. I believe a foul was called. I couldn't see what the call was. Yes, it was a foul on Sanford on the floor.
I heard a Sanford coach tell Mo to take it easy, so maybe he was holding the St. George's player.
Right, with it. And almost had it knocked away by Ruby. Secures it and passes. Shot doesn't go for Shaw. Ruby the rebound.
That looked pretty like a foul there.
Johnson up to Kona in the corner. To Nana, down low. Takes a dribble. Gets the shot up, doesn't connect. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up again. Again doesn't connect. Well defended. Cooper McCurrow taking it up now. He's on the run. And he will draw the foul. Came close to the M1, and he will head to the line for two. Cooper McCurrow's first free throw goes. And the second attempt also goes. One score game, 5 minutes to go. Playoffs. Where would you rather be?
Nowhere. Especially during a pandemic, there's nowhere else to be.
Kona on the wing, inside Nana. He gets the shot up this time and gets the friendly roll.
Oh, he made it.
Right, taking it up. Sanford D could really benefit from a stop here. Right, the jumper, perfect again. Wright has played outstanding today for St. George's.
Yeah, he's been very good for them.
Kona, guarded heavily by Cooper McCurrow. Now back to Ruby. And he will give it back to Johnson. And Johnson holding as Sanford gets the play set up. And now he'll drive down the lane, put the shot up, and it goes. 49-44.
It's a lot harder for St. George's to defend because the point guard, Lamar Wright, has 4 fouls. So he doesn't want to pick up a 5th one on a cheap defensive foul.
Lamar Wright with it. On the wing. He drives and gets the fadeaway. Perfect again. So back to a one-score game. 3:15 and counting.
This game's going to come down to who can get a stop. I think whoever gets the next stop on defense is going to win.
Kona with it. He drives and goes back outside to Johnson. Come on, Sanford, make a play. Johnson moving around. Down under 3 minutes. Now with it in the corner to Ruby on the wing. Back to Johnson. And back to Ruby. Inside Nana. Turns around, puts up the shot. Goes! 51-46. Wright moving quickly. Step back three. Air ball. And Sanford possession.
That might do it for, oh no, there's still 2 minutes left. 5-point game.
Timeout called by St. George's. 5 points separating these two teams.
Yeah, much closer than Sanford probably expected, but, you know, they're right in there. They're playing well. Sanford just got to keep feeding onto the ball because St. George's can't stop him. And St. George's find out a way to stop him. Basketball's a simple game, Jeremy. It's stop their best player for St. George's, and then if you're Sanford, give your best player the ball.
Do you imagine how loud this place would be if we had fans here, had a student section here?
It'd be rocking right now. Close game, late.
Playoffs.
It is kind of weird now because I feel like everyone on both teams can hear me, which has never been the case before.
I know. Get nervous sometimes.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Usually you struggle to hear your commentating partner.
You do. Now
everyone hears.
Everyone hears something.
Everyone hears you, especially at the free throw line.
Yeah, no, that's the worst.
Teams retaking the floor. Ruby into Johnson. Full court press here from Wright and the rest of St. George's. Johnson over to Ruby. Back to Johnson, guarded tightly. And almost taken away, and Wright is called for the foul.
And if that, I believe that's his 5th. And the St. George's coach is not happy with the ref. Not necessarily because the ref called that foul, but because that's happened to St. George's. Like they're not calling the fouls on Sanford. Which, if you look at the total number of fouls in the half, you could maybe make an argument for that.
St. George's with 2 timeouts remaining, Sanford with 3. And as we mentioned earlier, Sanford in the bonus. Johnson will go to the line. A couple of made free throws could really, really help Sanford here.
Yeah, for sure. Make it a 3-possession game.
First one up for Johnson. Perfect. 52-46, a minute 58 to play. Johnson's second attempt doesn't go. Carter Ruby gets the rebound. Another extra possession for Sanford. And those might be the difference here late.
It's been offensive rebounds.
And Amin Johnson called for the backcourt. So the extra possession goes for naught.
Yeah, I mean that's big now. St. George's got to score. They don't need a 3 yet, but they definitely have to score.
1:45. We're watching the clock ever so closely. With it, the 3 long air ball. Johnson the rebound.
It's not a terrible look though.
Johnson guarded by Cooper McCurrow. And a nice move by Johnson. Now inside to Nana, and I believe a timeout was called.
So the St. George's coaches do want a 5-second violation, and they kind of maybe have a point because there's been some 5 seconds called on called on St. George's that were a little quick, but we'll take it.
So we're down to 1:25, and that clock, I swear, it is moving so much more slowly.
It is. Yeah, and be prepared for this last 125 to take a long time because I believe St. George's has all their timeouts left, and there will probably be a lot of fouls coming, so could take a while.
But hey, that just means more basketball for us.
Exactly. Yeah, no one's complaining.
And for you Sanford fans, the girls will play their second playoff game tomorrow, again at 6:30. So make sure to tune into that. I will be on the call, I believe, with Jazz Spencer, so make sure to tune in. But let's finish up this game first.
Yeah.
Ruby inbounds to Nana. Johnson over to Kona. Over to Dwyer. Heavy pressure from St. George's trying to force the turnover.
I mean, that was not a foul.
Sanford draws the foul, and in the bonus, Dwyer will go to the line.
They are calling everything. And that's not, Brandon is not the guy that St. George's wanted to foul too. He's probably the best shooter on this Sanford team.
Chance to make it a 3-score game here. And does. 53-46. And with every foul by St. George's and every made free throw from Sanford, the chances of a victory for us grow larger.
It's still not quite over though. 7-point game with 1:09 seconds left.
No, absolutely not. Nana not able to connect on the second free throw, so possession St. George's. Cooper McCurrow, guarded by Johnson. Over to Shaw. They swing it around Rambert. Under a minute remaining in the game. Rambert guarded by Kona. Goes to the paint. Puts up a high post jump shot that connects. 53-48. And
that's dumb. So the ref didn't get the ball, so the St. George's coach couldn't call timeout.
I don't think they gave him the timeout.
That's just...
Did they foul Johnson?
I think so, because they have to foul. So the ref didn't pick up the ball, so St. George's couldn't call timeout. Seems kind of like not an actual rule that happens.
Johnson at the line. Perfect in his first attempt. Second attempt from Johnson, little strong, and it's still a 3-score game. Sanford D needs maybe one stop, and they will not get it there as Cooper McCurrow drove and made the shot, followed by a timeout by head coach Rod Griffin. 4 points separating these two teams with just over 30 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that could very easily have been called a blocking foul on Mo there, but yeah, I mean, St. George's is hanging around. But if Sanford makes their free throws, there's really nothing St. George's can do.
So with no shot clock, Sanford will look most likely to get the ball to Brandon Dwyer, I would assume.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's not much of a... He's a decent ball handler, but he's not the best ball handler out there. So they might just try to get it to Hamid so that they don't, lose the ball in a turnover.
Right. And now the team teams retake the floor. And this inbound, very important for Sanford. Looking for somewhere to go. Into Dwyer, and he's fouled. Told you.
Yeah, I did try to get it to him.
And the best Sanford shooter will head to the free throw line with a chance to more or less seal this game.
Yeah, I mean, it would still make it a 6-point game, which is still 2 possessions, but yeah, more or less end it.
First attempt up and good for Dwyer. Second attempt, good as well. 56-50. And now down to the 30-second mark in this postseason game. The long three from Cooper McCurrow doesn't connect. Dwyer the rebound, and that might wrap it up. And now Sanford shoots it long to Njoku, who's in space, and he dunks it to seal the game. There's the dagger.
There it is.
And for good measure, a defensive stop. And if there was any doubt, it is gone now.
Yeah, I mean, St. George's played well, but eventually Nana and Sanford just too much to overcome.
And now Sean Forrest will come into the game, get his first minutes, although it's only 7.5 seconds.
Still counts, though.
So we will have time for one more play here. And Porter Kelly, Ollie Jones coming into the game as well. So starters leaving the floor, or some of them. Great game for Sanford.
It really was. They were able to, the first 3 quarters, find offense from people that were not Nana, but then in the 4th quarter at the end of the game, Nana just took over.
Ruby's free throw doesn't go, and Alex Yost comes into the game for Nana, and what a game he had. Second free throw for Ruby, good. McNeil comes into the game, and one more possession to end it. St. George's will still try to get a basket here. Down to 6 seconds. He puts the shot up, doesn't connect. Rebound for Forrest, 1 second. Sanford, punch your ticket for round 2. A late game surge puts Sanford over St. George's for a playoff victory. Something Sanford is no stranger to, but it's always fun to see a playoff victory nonetheless.
It is.
And, you know, what a game. What a great game.
Yeah, I mean, the first 3.5 quarters, it looked like Sanford might have some trouble putting them away. But eventually, Sanford and their height just were too much for St. George's to overcome.
As you mentioned earlier, Sanford helped out by the foul trouble. St. George's got in and shot a lot of bonus free throws late in that 4th quarter.
They definitely did.
So Sanford's quest for number 10 starts off right with a win. And for our whole crew, thank you to cameramen Michael Ickes, Jazz Spencer, Sophie Desai, and Megan Athey, producer Maggie Ross, and of course John Fritz, and of course Toby Coker. and myself, Jeremy Carr. Thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for the girls' second playoff game. And then on Saturday, the boys will play their round